forgot to order the food. I'm Ginny May, the Intergalactic Supreme Goddess of Guest Services, and today I'd love to talk about what happens when you forget to order the food. I know I've done it several times on my long journey through the restaurant business, and maybe it's happened to you too, but let's take a couple minutes and talk about something probably no one ever talks to you about on what really happens when you forget to order your guest food. So you're going along and everything seems to be fine, and all of a sudden it hits you, wow, I really forgot to order the food. And what are you thinking? And you're thinking, oh crud, what am I going to do? Because what happened was that you have ordered the food for the people before them, and you've ordered the food for the table that came in after them, and all of a sudden the table's food that came after them is now coming out. And where is this table's food? And all of a sudden it dawns on you that I forgot to order the food. What happens is right away we end up thinking, oh crud, I think I forgot to order their food. So you run up to the till and you see if you punched in the order that would go to the kitchen, and you realize that, oh crap, you forgot to order the food. Now what? Then you end up running up to the food pass to see by chance is it coming out, or to communicate with the chef, whoever's up there that you communicate with, to let them know you forgot to order the food and that it needs to come faster now. The one challenge is though, is that now the table that came after the table that you forgot to order the food is starting to come out, and you need to go by that table that you forgot to order the food with the other people's food. And that poses a little bit of a challenge as well. So I know sometimes when we go by, we try not to look at the other table, pretend they're not there, and try not to make eye contact, and just nonchalantly come down with the table's food that actually came in after them. And then we maybe sneak a little peek at them. They're looking at us, we kind of give a little smile, we run back up to the food pass, trying to make it look like, oh, okay, now I'm bringing down your food, but the food's not even close to being ready because we ended up forgetting to order it. So it's going to take at least another 10-15 minutes. So then what happens is that you just start hanging out at the food pass, because of course hanging out at the food pass makes the food come out faster. Not everybody knows that, but for some reason, a lot of us end up thinking that when we're in a stressed out situation. Sometimes we could be hiding behind our tray, which is also a no-go. And so what we need to remember is, what should we actually do? And think about the guests sitting there too. What would they like to happen? Of course, they're in for a great experience. You also want to give them a great experience, but now you already botched up the whole system. So how do you get back? The first thing you do is you get out those big shoes that we talk about every so often. You put them on and you go right back down to the table. You get down at their eye height and you deeply apologize. You can let them know, you know what, your food is either late, or even the bigger shoes on and say, you know what, I am so sorry, I forgot to order your food. But the kitchen knows about it, they're making it as soon as possible, and then the next thing you need to try to do is try to figure out how can you make amends for the system. This is where you need to talk to your managers, restaurant owner, and find out, when I make a mistake like this, how can we make it up? Wine drinkers usually love an extra glass of wine, and Coke drinkers usually like an extra Coke. Maybe they have an appetizer, or maybe not. Maybe a small appetizer could come down to the table so they have something to munch on as they're waiting for their food to come. But the right thing to do is actually just go down and apologize and let them know the truth about what's happening. Remember that mistakes are one of the #1 ways to learn. Unfortunately, nobody wants to make a mistake, but take your mistakes as, hey, I'm living, I'm growing, I'm learning, and of course, I'm never going to try to do that again. And the other one is to find out in your restaurant what is all right to give out for damage control. Sometimes easy as just a cup of coffee, or maybe a little bit of a drink, maybe a little bit of a snack can also save the whole entire situation. And sometimes when you go down and you're actually truthful about the whole situation, your guests are actually thinking, wow, this person's really trying. They're coming down honestly, talking to us. Yes, we're a little bit upset, but they're really trying to save the situation. And sometimes it makes an even better situation out of the whole experience for your guests. So next time you forget to order the food at the Food Pass, remember these tips and tricks, and I hope it will up your service game. Have fun out there, and leave me a comment if you ever forgot to order the food at a table or any other mess up you might have had. And I hope these tips and tricks helped you a lot. Let's go out and give amazing service. I'm Ginny May, the Intergalactic Supreme Goddess of Guest Service. And if you like this video and other tips and tricks, then click here for another video, or otherwise please subscribe, press the subscribe button, ring the bell so that you get a notification when I come out with a new video every week. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.